Most popular celebrities that are life partners but never married. When it comes to most couples, you'll probably agree, if they aren't married, they're probably at least semi-planning to get to the altar one day. Even in this modern age, where many people choose not to tie the knot, it's still widely considered the best way for two people to make the ultimate commitment to each other. It's legally binding, of course. And then there's the wedding itself, the day that you choose to show the depths of your love to everyone else important to you. But some celebrities, despite having been together for decades, surprisingly never actually married. Let's take a look at those couples that are life partners but never married. Welcome back to Best of Tens. And thank you in advance for hitting that like button and subscribing. Number 1. Eva Mendes and Ryan Gosling.
So do you prefer to do it here in the bedroom?
The bedroom is preferred.
You'd think that since Gosling was in one of the most romantic movies ever, he'd have a similar attitude towards marriage. But no, even after a decade and 2 daughters, Esmeralda and Amada, they've never actually been hitched. Some fans have speculated over the years that the couple probably had a low-key ceremony and complete secret. But as best as anyone knows, the very private couple have simply never bothered to do it. Not that they'd tell us anyway. They are far too invested in making sure no one knows anything about their relationship. Number 2. Shakira and Gerard Piqué. Shakira and her pro footballer boyfriend Gerard Piqué have been together for over a decade and they have 2 kids, Milan and Sasha. Despite this, and despite Shakira telling Glamour that if she ever got married, it would be to him, she has never said that they have any plans to go legal. "We already have what's essential, you know?" she told the magazine back in 2014. "We have a union, a love for each other, and a baby, quote unquote. That seems like enough for now then." Number 3. John Corbett and Bo Derek. After almost 20 years together, Bo Derek and John Corbett have no plans to head down that aisle. Derek explained to Fox News in an interview in 2020, saying, "When you're beginning a young family and you're going to have children and set up this new family tree branch, it's obviously a wonderful commitment and it's meaningful." She then went on, however, saying that while it is meaningful, for us in our lives, it hasn't been yet. So never say never, but yes, probably never. Number 4. Rose Byrne and Bobby Cannavale.
Cars don't fly!
Rose Byrne and Bobby Cannavale have been together for almost a decade and have 2 children, Rocco and Rafa. But even though they've had a long relationship and they refer to each other as husband and wife, the pair have never actually legally got married. Byrne did say, though, that they might one day end up taking the walk down the aisle. Talking to the Evening Standard, she said that, "He's practically my husband, so calling him that is easier. The formality isn't a draw for me, but we'll do it one day," quote unquote. I just think, why not? Number 5. Vin Diesel and Paloma Jimenez. Vin Diesel, despite being a megastar who frontlines one of the biggest movie franchises ever in the Fast and Furious movies, is extremely private about his personal life. He only very occasionally shows off anything about the relationship on Instagram. The jury's still out on whether these two will ever actually tie the knot, but since they've been dating for about 15 years and have 3 children, it's likely that if they wanted more, they'd already have done it. Number 6. Tilda Swinton and Sandro Kopp. After meeting on the set of The Chronicles of Narnia in 2004, Swinton and Kopp have been a couple ever since. But they've never been married. They are completely faithful to each other, and even though she is close with her ex and their children, there's nothing extra going on. Many people perceive Tilda Swinton to be a bit of an eccentric, and she's certainly earned the dubious accolade through some offbeat behavior over the years. But she rebukes any claim of an open relationship. Swinton said, "I have 2 children with John Byrne, and we've not been a couple for many years, and we're very close friends, and we bring up our children together." But she dismissed any rumors of polygamy. Number 7. Evangeline Lilly and Norman Calley. This pair met on the set of Lost, with Evangeline rising to stardom as serial love interest Kate and Norman Calley working off-screen on the show. The couple are very much in love and have stayed together for over a decade, even having a child together. Lily, who's very pragmatic and logical, told Ocean Drive in 2014 that she doesn't believe in forever promises, but might be willing to marry sometime in the future if it makes sense for them. She went on to say, though, that emotionally, neither of them feel the need for it. Hey, whatever works for you, right? Number 8. Ricky Gervais and Jane Fallon. Comedian Ricky Gervais and author Jane Fallon have been together ever since meeting in college. Gervais is not much of a traditionalist and is very ready to articulate himself and speak his mind. On the subject of marriage, he said, "We are married in everything but the ceremony. We share everything, and everything is in both names." That's cute, and it should well be, as the couple has been together for about 30 years. Gervais, a staunch and outspoken atheist, went on to say, "How are we not married except in the eyes of God? It's just irrelevant. Our quote-unquote marriage has lasted longer than most marriages." Number 9. Sam Rockwell and Leslie Bibb. Sam and Leslie met in 2007 as they were both appearing in Marvel's Iron Man 2, with Leslie Bibb reprising a role from Iron Man 1 and Rockwell entering the fray to play Tony Stark's rival in the weapons sector, Justin Hammer. Despite the fact that neither of them were the main attraction in the movie, they were for each other. They quickly fell in love and have stayed together ever since. Marriage is simply not something they care about. Well, at least not just yet. Anyway, the pair are very much in love, and Rockwell has been highly vocal in his talk about how much he adores Bibb. When he was speaking to Us Weekly in 2018, he simply said, "She's my beloved. She keeps me laughing. She's really talented and funny herself. She reminds me of a young Mary Tyler Moore." Number 10. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. Unbelievably, it's been about 4 decades since Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn first got together, but the story goes further back than that. They met on the set of The One and Only Genuine Original Family Band in 1966, but after that encounter, it would be 18 years until they finally decided to go on a date. Of course, the rest is history. They have a son called Wyatt, and in 2004, Hawn's daughter, Kate Hudson, gave them their first grandchild, though they've had plenty more. The strange thing is, they never got married. After this long, it's pretty unlikely that they ever will either. But why? Well, in an episode of British female chat show Loose Women in 2015, Hawn said that they both liked their freedom to choose to be together, and that if they got married, they'd probably be divorced by now. For me, the actress said, "I choose to stay. Kurt chose to stay, and we like the choice." So there you go. Those were 10 celebrity couples that have been together for a long time but have surprisingly never made it official. There are a number of reasons why some people choose to go it this way, but one thing's for sure, as long as there's love, then they can do whatever they want. Comment down below, like and share this video. For more entertaining content, be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. See you next time on Best of Tens.